there is a serious disconnect between policymakers and the youth in the various regions. So a lot of them are starting businesses and are struggling to scale up because there's no one within government who's able to relate, who's able to assist them. I mean, lots of issues of red tape and regulatory issues where they can't get over those barriers, and it makes it difficult for them to operate. And another issue I think is a big thing is partnerships, a lack of partnerships. You know, it's very difficult to get private stakeholders to buy into an idea. The problem is to turn your idea into something tangible or a business, you need funding, and they're not going to give that to an idea. And I'm actually not going to even give you three, because for me, those were the two most crucial ones. And I think if you didn't listen to anything, those two things are the ones that you had to take away for me.
So the environment and basically finance-related things.
Absolutely.
But somebody had said that if you have a good idea, the money will follow. Do you agree? I mean, you're an entrepreneur, Pompi, yes?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You followed your passion. It worked out for you, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. I think passion is very necessary because there are some hard times in entrepreneurship, especially in Africa. So the lows are low, the highs are okay.
They might be better than just okay, but you know. So you really kind of made it big. You travel to different places like Uganda, Rwanda, and you have these concerts, even in languages that the other people do not understand.
Yeah.
But one thing that you did kind of pinpoint as an issue is that your music, if it's on digital platforms, it can just kind of be pirated.
Yeah. So that's the challenge. I mean, that's really the challenge that is there. Really, the music industry here has been growing, and the arts really have been growing. But that's a huge challenge, because even we're trying to establish. Obviously, we need to establish a market right here before we even go out and try to, sell ourselves. We need to know that at home we've also got a market. So, unfortunately, for someone like me, it's like I've got more of a market outside than I do home. Not that they don't want to support, but sometimes they buy the CDs thinking that it's the original CD, but they're unaware. They actually think they're supporting me, but they're not aware that it's actually a fake CD. So yeah, intellectual property and it's the enforcement and protection of it is very, very important.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to kind of elaborate on that as well in terms of policies to protect the intellectual property of entrepreneurs. It's something that's lacking, and I don't think it's a new discussion. I think it's something that's gone on for a very long time. So I don't know what needs to happen for us to be actioning a lot of the policies we have. And in South Africa, we've got a saying that our government is brilliant at drawing up policies, but really bad at implementing. Yeah.
Because it's one thing to have the law and then one thing to actually see it executed. Pompi, you had kind of a novel way of dealing with this on your own terms, but it costs you money, right?
Yeah, it does. I mean...
what did you do exactly?
Basically, I mobilized a team that goes into the marketplaces and basically sees if there are any bootleg CDs that are there, and they would go with the police and confiscate any bootleg CDs. Now the issue is that that's at my cost. I need to basically pick up the police officer, mobilize the guys who are going to move it around, and we needed to do weekly sweeps. So as an entrepreneur, my focus shouldn't be on protecting my own intellectual property. It should be that the policies and the law is to do that, and I can focus on my music, but unfortunately I have to multitask and be police
and innovate.
Innovate. But I think it's I still encourage the musicians even here to do that as well. Why? Is because we can eventually establish an industry by mobilizing ourselves. And I mean, if let's say we ask a guy to start up a company and we say, okay, we're all going to give this guy a percentage of each CD to protect our material, that means that he could start a company that does that across. It doesn't need to be under the government powers. So unfortunately, we're not enough of us who are doing that. So that's what I'm trying to work on now, to mobilize the artists to say, like, guys, we need to look out for ourselves because it's not working out right now.
Like you mentioned partnerships, so that's kind of along the same lines. Unless any of you have any last words, I just wanted to give kind of a shout out to all the Pompi fans in Lusaka, but also beyond. Anything you want to say to the fans directly? Maybe for this one, you can even talk to the camera yourself.
I just wanted to make a correction that I'm not actually homegrown. I'm not Zambian. I'm actually South African.
Really?
Yeah, I'm actually South African.
My brother.
Yeah, I'm actually. Do you know why?
Why?
because there's no borders anymore. So I'm South African, I'm from Botswana, I'm from the United States.
Good. He's good. You know what?
So, yeah, you're my sister still.
Yes, because Pompi had said at the end of this unconference that he wants his geography teacher to be wrong, right?
My geography teacher lied to me. Yeah,
that's what
I actually didn't see those lines when I was flying over those countries. I didn't see
are no
it.
lies.
It was all a lie. It was all a lie. So I need a refund on my school fees.
He's well educated. But
Yeah,
any
but-
other words for your fans before we let you go?
I just want to say, thank you for your support. Thank you for being you. Thank you for, I don't have words for you guys. Just thank you. And thank you guys. Thank you guys for organizing this and giving me a platform to speak about my challenges and opportunities and impact that we've made here. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much to both of you. We wish it could have been longer, but we really appreciate the time that you gave. And thank you for staying tuned with us. And we're going to have more Facebook Live coverage of different kinds of sessions on everything from like agribusiness to like investment. So please keep watching and let us know what you think. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in a bit.